Well, hey guys, and welcome to another episode in our Birnie Family YouTube and Facebook. And this is a cars, bikes and boats episode. And for those of you who are sort of watching for the first time on this particular playlist, we've been sort of sorting out the 1200 Bandit, which is one of our motorbike vlogging bikes. The other bike's a 900 Fireblade. And we did a custom project during the sort of lockdown periods and whatnot. But of course, with COVID carrying on and all the sort of hassle with that, it's kind of a project I had to put aside really. You know, can't really justify running two motorbikes during this time and stuff like that, you know. But I really wanted to get it ready for next year, you know. So this video is basically the closing stages, and this could be the last video. And the Bandit will sort of be ready to roll, and I'll be really happy with that. In the last episodes, we're putting on a set of new bottom yokes to it and putting everything back together again. And this one, it's actually about just getting the thing started up and turned around. Just a couple of little things to do, not much at all, you know, and I think we're just there, you know. But instead of me explaining in here, let's head outside. But guys, as always, what YouTubers say, you know, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit notifications bell. You know, on our Birnie Family channel, we do motorbike vlogs, Scottish castle tours, car vlogs, DIY, cars, bikes and boats. As Sharon just coming in. So there's loads of videos there. Here she comes. Run a child daycare service here from the house, so that's her just sort of back just now. Got Bailey running around. Emily's off school because she had to go for one of those PCR tests as well, you know, so she's off. Let's go out to the garage though, guys. Yeah, so just the way we left it before, guys, and obviously I've just been sort of doing little bits and pieces to the bike in between videos, but because the last time the spark plugs were all fouled, so I had to sort of send off for them. They've come in, so should be able to start the bike. Just going to give it a quick recharge just there, guys. Just got a bit to do in there, but once we get it started I want to turn it around, and I'm just trying to think what we've still got to do. You know, it's got to change these bars to rentals, you know, the gold coloured rentals, you know, and there'll be a lot of tightening up, you know, the tank and the seat and all the bits and pieces and cleaning and stuff. But I think when we turn the bike around, I think the only real job that I've got to do is take off the back wheel, check out the swinging arm. I think the tyre hugger on the back needs to get a bracket for it as well. So, but I'll tell you guys, we are close. Yeah, so at the moment we've got a lot of gear in from the Land Rover, you know, there's like all the fishing stuff, the boating stuff, camping stuff, gas bottles, fishing rods, crying out loud. And this is the kind of space that we sort of have for that, you know. But Land Rover's the next job, but I really need to get this bike done. Yeah, so as usual with motorbikes, guys, it tends to be a little bit awkward getting the spark plugs in, you know. Just to make sure that one's nipped right up. It's usually quite awkward, so I use one of these flexi ends, look, and that seems to work really well. I can get that in to there and then slide the ratchet in and then start turning. That tends to work really well. Yeah, so like with that problem with the spark plugs and stuff like that, I mean, I could easily have put the spark plugs in, fired up the bike before we started filming and stuff like that. But guys, generally, you know, if things go wrong, you learn more, don't you? You know, so I'd rather sort of film all these mishaps and stuff like that, you know. Again, I'm not a professional, I've just been doing this for years. This is just what I know how to do, you know. But yeah, this makes it a lot easier, especially on an unfaired bike. Ugh. The spark plug can't take a wee while to go, and there's quite a lot of thread there. And once we get to the tighten up point, that's when we get it in. A wee bit like surgery. I've had enough surgery to last me 2 lifetimes, you guys, let me tell you. And of course, when it comes to these HD leads, when it comes to these HD leads, for example, make sure these are really screwed back in and on there, you know. And they're normally numbered, so you know this is cylinder 1. And this bike is obviously 4 cylinders. Oh, sugar, that's meant to be the other way around that. But there. There's 4 cylinders in this one. A little easier to work on. Oh, no, something not right there. I think there's a tube. There's something holding that back. Yeah, just the way I'd set it up inside. Let's see. Got you little bandit. Right, so I've taped in the clutch, obviously. Because it won't start without that. Here we are. Choke on, goodness me. Most modern bikes won't have that. Make sure it's on run. Nah, we just don't have enough power yet. I'll have to wait until the battery's fully charged. Right, I'll tell you what we can do then. We'll just leave that. Obviously, it's not going to be hours for you guys, is it? I think I was going to do this exhaust in here. I think I'm going to take it in the house into the warm. And what I want the exhaust to look like is to have that sort of brushed steel look. And we've got this sort of black piece of metal. It's kind of rounded a bit. Where I want to put on some stickers, you know, just to make it look really nice. But I'll have to rivet that black bit on. And my question to myself has been, you know, will a rivet go through when it's at a bit of an angle? If you can see what I mean. I think I'll probably have to flatten that black bit to the shape of the exhaust, drill it, rivet it, put on the stickers and whatnot. Hopefully by that time this thing will be charged and we can find out if those spark plugs are going to do the job. They should do, I can't see why not. Always the question of space, guys, it's always the same. You guys will know this at smaller garages. But yeah, the hope is in the future, we've been in this house like 20 years, the hope is in the future we're going to go for like an old farm, because we'll really need the space. Got a proper workshop for these jobs. One of my real future wants is to do a Hayabusa. Yes, I think what we'll do, we'll leave it because that'll be fine just charging away. I really want to get this end can done. And as you can see, I want to have it like a brushed steel, and we've got this heat-proof piece of metal just there. But what I think I'm going to need to do with that is, I'm not sure, but if I try to drill into it, I'm not sure I could rivet it at an angle like that. So I think we might have to do is flatten it. You know, just gently flatten it down and then rivet it on. That's where I think it needs to be. You know, where it's on the bike there. But if we get this done just now, get it all cleaned up and nice back on the bike, hopefully that'll be us ready to actually start the thing, you know. Yeah, it's a little bit of lunch had. Sharon's gone. I'm sitting here with a wee bit of Star Trek while I've had my lunch. That's been awesome, you guys. Right, so I think this is going to be it. I think what we'll do is we'll maybe just do the job here, actually. Yeah, so I'm being a little bit wimpy today, guys. I'm sitting in the house here because it's nice and warm, just to get this job done. And guys, I just thought I'd show you a little bit of riveting for those of you that have maybe never seen it before, because, you know, I don't want to put in self-tapping screws and, you know, they just won't look nice. You'll see, hopefully, bring that up, there's a lovely rivet. Look at that. That's really nice, isn't it? And that's what I want to have on here. So obviously, guys, what you need are rivets for a start, as you'll see. This is actually the part that goes into the hole that you're going to drill, like that. So obviously you need a drill bit that is just spot on. You know, you want it to sort of go in without having to hammer it or something daft like that, you know. Next, of course, you've got the rivet gun. And because they all come in different sizes, which one's this going to be? Yeah, it's probably going to be that one there. Certainly not that one. They all come in different sizes. And generally, what you get with it is a little tool. You know, and it's just totally straightforward. Like, you can take that on or off. Obviously, we're needing this one off. So basically, guys, what happens is once you put that part through there, the rivet gun starts pushing this rod inside and it starts to crumple up so that it grabs either side, which is really nice. And then with the rivet gun, you just pull and it snaps, and that's it. It's quite straightforward, actually. Well, we'll see. I might make a mess of it today. Oh, I know, I don't know. You never know. I haven't done this for a long time. A long time. So that one there, look. We'll take that one off. And put that in here. Make sure it's on nice and tight. And what I'm terrible for is losing bits. So I'm going to take my time and put stuff back in. I'll tell you, sometimes you guys, you know, someone. But yeah, you know, some guys, I'd love to do a Hayabusa. I think I mentioned that earlier. It'd be so good. I'm really hoping that might be the next sort of do-up bike. But the bike I'd really love to get is the Kawasaki H2. Don't have the pennies for an H2R, but certainly, you know, can manage an H2, I think. And I think now, guys, just with the way things are moving forward, you know, it'd be nice to have a bike with, you know, ABS and sort of anti-lock brakes, and traction control and anti-wheelie and stuff like that. You know, be a lot safer as well, you know. Hopefully a bit more reliable, I suppose. But yeah, I think 4 would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't really see it needing more than that. But we'll see how we go. We can always pop in 2 in the middle if we have to. But I think the next job here is to get that down. It's not a big deal. I think we'll just use a piece of wood and we'll just bang, 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 just get, you know, get nice, tight and flat. and just really try and protect it. And then of course we've got stickers to go on, which we'll do as well. I might even rivet the stickers on, I'm not sure. We'll just wait and see. Yeah, the Bandit was still charging, guys, so we'll just leave him just now. Got plenty to do. But yeah, instead of sort of using like a block of metal on here, you know, it's got no give. Like a scrap piece of MDF's actually probably a lot better, you know, because there's a bit of give. I think I can feel that flattening already. You'll see. Try and be quite even with it, you know. It's got a wee gap, a little gap now. Now, is that enough of a gap? You know, I wonder if that's... Can we leave a little gap inside? I was really wanting it to start coming out. Just a little bit, you know? Because the airflow would go through it and the stickers would be... probably last a lot longer, you know? I wonder... No, you know something, it's still too much of an angle for the riveter, I think. Still feel there's a bit of a gap in there, but you know something, I want that, it'll get a bit of airflow through there, you see, and hopefully keep the area where the sticker is cool. I think we're on it there, guys, I really do. Yeah, I tend to use this tape for these kind of things, guys. It's bodywork tape, which you've seen probably a few times now, as I've done the bike and that, you know. It's just because it comes off really nicely, goes on and comes off really nicely, you know. You don't have to spend hours picking it off, you know, like masking tape sometimes can do. Right, so that's it in place. Let's see, and what we need, I'll just get this up just a little bit closer. Here we go, look, a little punch. Now what you're trying to do with the punch obviously is you want like a hole. I'll have to measure it so it looks really nice, but you basically just punch a hole and that gives you a guide, you know, because otherwise it'll, you know, the drill will just slip off, but if you've got a little groove, in she'll go. So I'll maybe do one, and see. Let's see, that seems like a right natural part just there, look. Yeah, because I want the sort of Leo Vyncke sticker to go on there, you see, like that. Not quite, no, not in the middle, that would look terrible. Maybe just about there. That's where the bracket for the exhaust goes, right there. So I would say right there. And we could actually rivet that on. You know that? I know it'll stick, but we could just rivet it on. I'm going to use this natural one just quickly because it feels like a bit of an indent for some reason. There we go. So that just gives us a little bit of a guide. Now this is where I could easily make a mistake. Just double check which one we're using. See that looks as close as I possibly can to it. That must be it. And I'll be quite gentle with it too, you know, I'm not going to, you know, we'll just be nice and gentle. Nice, I don't want to be too rough with it. That's looking okay. And he goes in just nicely. Superb. So now we'll get right down to it. So here we go. How's that? Beautiful. Beautiful. So same again the other side here. So it is pretty much exactly 1.5 centimeters. And same again here. Let's see. Is that a natural hole right there? No, it's slightly further up from that. It's about there. It's actually about there. It's just slightly further up. Nice and easy to start with though. That's it through that one. Now we need to go into the pipe. Rivets! yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much what you're left with. No use to nobody. Right, young man, here we go. Hopefully this one's going to be the same, nice and easy. Quite tight. It's difficult to go in. There we go. Right, I can take this tape off because it's not going to come off now. And hopefully you'll see the brushed part there. I need to brush that all up, it'll come up really nice again. Right, okay, so again, you know, these things are well worth doing it in such a way, guys, that, you know, they are online, you know, really nicely online. That's all this is going to need. 3 would be totally overkill. And I bet you can get black rivets, but I quite like the silver. I'm quite happy with that with this, you see. I don't want the can looking, I don't know if it makes any sense, but, you know, I don't want the can looking too nice. Right, okay, what next? Look at this, we've still got all these stickers. Not sure how many of them we're going to put on, but that's sort of more like finishing touches. Like a lovely wee Bandit one there as well. The only problem with some of these stickers, guys, is that you see the eye. The eye there, you see the dot? That's so easy, that dot to come off. I often kind of wonder what it would look like in capital letters actually, but hey ho. Definitely nice. And what I think I'll do, guys, is I'll maybe just, you know, brush up the steel like this on the bike itself, you know that? I want to see what this thing's actually going to look like. Leo Vince, it is off, look at that. It is off. That was off, sorry guys, after all that. That's better, there we go. What we'll do just to keep him on like this just now is with this, make sure he's totally stuck down. I think we will have to rivet it. I actually do. I think we might have to rivet that on. Could be wrong, but there. Now hopefully when we get the bike started, exhaust will get nice and hot. And we'll see how it fares up, eh? I mean, if it does come off, we can always get another one and rivet it and stuff, you know, so it's not a big job. But that is really what we were aiming for, guys. We're looking good. Back out to the garage. I thought I'd just give this a little test. Oh ho ho! Look at, oh, puppy. Oh, here we go, 3 cylinders. Okay. Trying to touch the throttle. Hey. Oh, get out of here. That sounds like about 3 cylinders to me, maybe 2. We'll just let her warm up a bit. You'll start to hear the revs going up the warmer it gets. Come on, puppy, come on. Come on. Get out here in the fresh air. Exhaust smoke in there, I'll stay out here. Oh yeah! Come on, baby! Better wait till all that carbon monoxide goes away first, eh? My goodness, that's a relief. That is a real relief. Hopefully she'll start up the same again, that would be great. Yeah, I really need to get the bike turned around. It's just far too awkward mucking about over in there in the back, you know. It's a real pain. Yee, at last. This is what I wanted to do in the last video, but never mind. Right guys, so basically now what I need to do, and it's absolutely the best thing to do, is make a list of things that need done to the bike. Just little bits and pieces all over the place. There'll be things that are needing tightened. For example, we've still got, these are not all the Bandit, that's most of the Bandit screws and bits and pieces that need to go on the bike. But I need to make up a list for a start. This is the size of number plates we have in the UK, guys. Now look at that compared to my hand, they are huge. So I'm going to try and get the smallest road legal one that I can for the back of here. That'll make that look a bit better. I think we're okay with the Leo Vyncke stickers, that's going to be quite nice. Might have to rivet it, don't know. But it's just little things like the tyre hugger just needs to be firmly secured. All the wires back on where they should be, indicators on, all that. So I am going to make a wee list of things to do.